All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Average Joe's. Guess what? Today we're tackling an American staple. It's not a sloppy Joe, it's not a barbecue sandwich, it's somewhere in between. We're gonna smoke a roast. We're gonna add some of our own seasonings and flavors to it. We're gonna go the full 9 yards on this bad boy. So guess what? Come with me and we'll show you how. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get a bite of that. Oh man. The tender beef chunks, not broken down like a ground beef. The tangy, there's garlic in there, there's mustard, some Worcestershire sauce. This is not your school sloppy Joe sandwich. This is next level sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe. That's good. Okay, so here's the plan. We got a 4-pound-ish chuck roast, nice and marbled, looks pretty good. What we're gonna do is cut it into chunks, put some salt and pepper and oil on it, and then smoke it, but not smoke it to cook it, just smoke it to see if we can get some good smoke flavor in there. And then we're gonna pull it off the smoker and we're gonna finish it in the Instant Pot because you'll see we're going for a bigger, more tender chunk with some of that smoke flavor. So let's go ahead and chunk this up or chop this up and get it on the smoker. I'm gonna leave that fat in there because I think it's gonna render a little bit in the Instant Pot. That'll give us some good. Got the chunks, gonna get in there with a little bit of olive oil. Pepper. A little bit of salt. Mix that up. Make sure everything gets good and coated. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead, fire up the smoker. I set it for 180 because I want it to get really good and smoky. I'll set the meat on the top rack and maybe give it an hour, see what it looks like, come back and check, and go from there. Okay, so off the smoker, about an hour. Hopefully that was enough to impart some of that good smoky flavor. Also, Average Joe's hungry, so he couldn't wait much longer. We're gonna go ahead and put these guys into the Instant Pot. I got a can of beer in there ready to go. We're gonna set this guy for 35 minutes. See how these come out. 30. Okay, 30 minutes in, we let the steam off. Let's take a look and see what it looks like. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so it's come out, it smells delicious. I might have to just taste it and see how it tastes. But what I'm looking for is some texture, so it's not super tender yet, but I'm looking for, and this has got a nice smoke ring already too. Kind of take this into tiny pieces and then fry these in the pan to give them a little bit of crisp and then build the sauce around it. So we'll chop these up and then we'll probably chop them even more. Again, we don't want to shred it. We just want to kind of get it into smaller pieces and then we'll transition it over to the pan and kind of crisp it up. Here goes nothing. Well, the flavor's really, really good. Picked up that smoke and a little bit of that beer flavor. We just want to get these into tiny pieces, but not ground. So it's got some texture before we start frying it up. So we're pretty close. We're getting to that piece size that we wanted. We did try a piece just to see if it would work in the chopper. It ended up shredding it, which again, trying to avoid getting to a shred because I feel like that's a different sandwich. So I'm gonna keep working on this a little bit, and then we'll start building the sauce around it. All right, so we're gonna heat this up. We're gonna add a little fat back in the form of some beef tallow. And then we're gonna fry it. It's quite a bit, so we're gonna do it in a couple of of sections. So we'll get this good and hot and we'll add the meat to it. Yeah, just looking for a pretty fine dice without turning it into general mush, which I think we managed. Here we go. Peppers, onion, little jalapeno. We'll let that cook down. All right, those peppers and onions are cooking down. They're a beautiful shade of green. We're gonna go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons of garlic. Let that cook. Mix it up a little bit. All right, now we've got that garlic cooking down. We're gonna go ahead and put the meat right on top of it. Give it a good stir. It's all starting to come together. Smells amazing. And then we're going to go about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Mix that in. All right, starting to come together. We're going to go about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Pretty generous because we love the way that tastes. Going to go teaspoon of chili powder. Going to go 1 teaspoon of salt. And a teaspoon of black pepper. Mix that up. Keep working it. Starting to come together. Ooh, I can smell that Worcestershire sauce. That gives it a nice smell. Ooh-wee. We go 2 tablespoons of this delicious Polish mustard, which has a hint of horseradish in it, so you get a generous dollop of that. Gonna go with a healthy dollop of honey. My honey's crystallized, but that's okay. Mix that in, gonna give it some sweetness. And we're gonna go 1 full can, 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Just kind of let that get in there. Work it around, reduce down. Well, it's starting to look like Sloppy Joe, but better. Okay, so we did add some salt and pepper to taste. I think we're gonna add a little bit of water to help it kind of cook together a little bit longer, but it's really coming together. Maybe about a half cup of water. And we're gonna have ourselves a sandwich. Thought it'd be fun to just do a little side-by-side comparison with the original manwich, which is just as simple as 1, 2, 3, add the beef, cook it up really good, add the sauce, and you're ready to go. So a little faster process, but now let's test them. We'll be able to finish it up and look at them side by side and see how they compare. Sweet guys, there it is. So the finished product, we're gonna call that the average Joe instead of the Sloppy Joe. You can still see those big chunks of meat. The meat got tender. Lots of flavor from the tomato sauce, the Worcestershire sauce, the mustard, the honey. Everything comes together. This is gonna be really good. And then, you know, our baseline is the old manwich, so which is just the can of sauce and some high fructose corn syrup and some seasoning. Let's give them a try. Our little brioche bun. First we'll go with this guy. Okay, so super sweet. It's got some tang, a lot of tang to it. I don't pick up any weird, like I don't pick up garlic or anything normal, but there's tang and sweet. That's what you get out of the manwich. Let's try the average Joe witch. That looks good. That's good. The meat, it hung on to that smoky flavor, and everything else balances out. Again, with the sauce and the mustard, a little bit of honey. It absolutely is delicious. And then just like we anticipated, we really wanted it not to be a barbecue sandwich, but somewhere between the smoked meat and some traditional Sloppy Joe sauce, and that's a winner. So remember, sometimes average is good enough.